Hi, April here, and welcome. We're talking about the bergamot essential oil today. It has a very interesting history. It has a very interesting beginning because it was believed that Christopher Columbus actually brought bergamot to Bergamo in northern Italy from the Canary Islands. Just kind of sharing a little bit here from this book I have. It was a mainstay in traditional Middle East for hundreds of years for skin conditions associated with oily complexions. It is responsible for the distinctive flavor renowned Earl Grey tea has, and it's used in the first Genet Este de clone, and so it really has an interesting history. It has an interesting past, and a lot of us are not even really aware of. Many are not aware of the fact that bergamot, actually has many of the properties that it does have, and that it was actually and it is actually in Earl Grey tea. So I think bergamot has a very interesting, hi Shirley, has a very interesting little bit of a backstory on it. And it is extracted through the pressing of the rind, and it is void of terpenes. And it can also be a solvent extraction and a vacuum distillation. And so it has a little bit of a different type of creation to it versus like your steam distillation and stuff like that. It takes a little bit more of a different type of a different type of creation for it. It is a monoterpene, and aldehydes, citricols, and furantosamarins. I'm sorry I destroy these words. But the chemical compound is really important to understand when you're working with essential oils. Totally important. It is good for calming, antiseptic, anti-infectious, anti-inflammatory, hormonal support, and antibacterial. I also call bergamot nature's Prozac. It can really help when we're feeling the weight of the world, when we're feeling kind of let down. Hence, like it being in, some of the different things in clones and in teas and in that different type of things. It can actually help with bringing and lifting us back up, recharging us, giving us back some of our energy, so to speak. It helps with stress. It can help with loss of appetite, indigestion, agitation, depression, infection, inflammation, intestinal parasites, rheumatism, insomnia, candida. No, my phone just did a funny thing here. It can actually work as an insect repellent. I've also used it when I wanted to get rid of some little pests that had their natural migratory through my property. Love bergamot. My daughter and I use it for calming. Yes, it calms the emotions, but it also lifts us up. And I think through that calming, it helps us let go of the stresses. It helps us let go of whatever I'm going to call it, like inhibitions we may be having at that point in time that's keeping us from being in our upper stage and being in a stronger place of being. Excellent use, Shirley. Thanks for sharing that. It can also help bronchitis. It can help cold sores. Oily complexions, anxiety, nervous tension, coughs, urinary tract infections, respiratory infections, sore throat, thrush, tonsillitis. It's also recommended by a lot of medical doctors as an antidepressant, like we were talking about. And it can be used through diffusion into the air, into the environment around you. You can apply it to pressure points, on your body in a topical manner, that type of thing. I know a lot of people who are into natural, making their own, not necessarily even going into like a natural food store or natural, I'm hearing the word pantry in my head, type of, but they'll actually use bergamot oil as a deodorant, as a natural deodorant as well. So bergamot can have some really beneficial things to us overall and through the whole thing. Oh, you didn't know about the parasites in Candida? Wow, very cool. Yeah, and you know, we always learn something new, Shirley, no matter how much we're into a product, no matter how much we are. Like when I do research and I start learning about these things, when they come out and they come forward, I was like, wow, I didn't know that. So I'm glad we were able to find something new for you to learn, Shirley. That's excellent. One of the big things, and one of the normal warnings I always give with essential oils, is you want to make sure that you're very careful. And you always, if you're pregnant, check with your doctors. And if there's any other type of situation that you could have that you may want to seek your doctor's assistance on or connect with them about that. It is very photosensitive, sensitive, and so what that means is you don't want to put bergamot on somewhere and then go out and stand in the sun or go and get in a tanning bed, because love it for cleaning. Excellent. That's a really good use for it too as well, Shirley. You want to use it with it not going out into the sunlight directly after it, because it is highly photosensitive. It's a citrus, and citruses are all photosensitizing, and you want to be really, really careful with that. And you know, bergamot is one of those oils that when you use it, like Shirley, you know, you'll find that you use it for actually everything around. When you use it in cleaning, it's going to lift the environment in your house. It's going to help calm any stresses. You know, those are some of the types of things you can do. You can use it topically. I actually like to use bergamot. My grandmother kind of started it when I was younger, in the sense that she would spritz it and then she'd have us kids, like, you know, like just get it on us. And we would have it on, and that's one of the ways I like to use bergamot as well. But like I said, it's one of those oils that kind of calms and lets go, and it really helps everything come to a balance, but it also gives you energy. It also gives you encouragement. It also gives you a lift for life. Well, my name's April. If you'd like to learn more about our oils, it's Solterra Essences, SolTaraEssences.com. And it is a company that I own, that we've created our own oils. We've done for a number of years now. My son distills many of the oils. Those that I can't, you know, do through the distillation, of course, we purchase from some of the best producers out there. We're very particular about our product. Yep. They create horrible burns, and you know, it's just one of those things that they do. It's citric essential oils. You would think they wouldn't, considering that they are something that grows in the sun, when you look at it from that perspective. But they are when they're on the skin, you want to be very, very careful. I actually one time had spilled some and had gotten it on my feet, and I went out and I got burns on the top of my feet where those splatter marks had gone, because I didn't think anything of it. And they'll create burns. But anyhow, if you want to learn more about our company, you can also email us at solterraessences@yahoo.com. Thanks for letting me share a little bit of time with you. Thanks for joining me, Shirley. And the rest of you have a fabulous rest of your day.